It starts with
one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on, didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of a time I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property, remembering all the times you fought with me, I'm surprised it got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I've put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
This could be my big mistake. This could be my biggest break. This could be the one who puts me in the ground. Ooh, tell me, what does everybody wanna be a star? You tell me, what is everybody wanna be a star? This could be huge and it don't need a reason. Making a hit while they hang me for treason. Keeping them rude just for one season. Somebody said this was gonna be easy. Used to be minutes, now turn into seconds. 15 reasons to act pretty reckless. In the future they won't pay attention. Stuck at home in another dimension. Why does everybody wanna be somebody? Tell me, why does everybody wanna be a star?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday. I hope you're all doing well. I am Poi, Sky, Theo, welcome. You know what, point? I can come take a look because I'm eating right now. Also, thank you for the 70 stream. She got my food, so do this. Friends list. Hey, Jill. I have to go over to Louis Soir. And Amanda puts she has 100. Thank you, Sky, for the 30 stream streak. I go to Louis first, okay. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. $30's a lot. 30's a lot. You have a job. The fact that you have 30 as a job, actually, you should like triple that number. It's like dog years. And then there it is. Ooh. Where are you? Up top somewhere? Can't see. Hello. Yep, there it is. Alright, I do like this. This is really cool. These ruins remind me of Dravania. Don't put your fish in the washing machine. I like this a lot. What am I eating up there? I made Emmett's soup in that pot the other day. Oh, this is pretty. I like this. I like this wing. Awesome. Props. Is that a? Oh, it's a mailbox. That's cool. Photos. Corner. The Thonal Days in here, so red and dark. You cut off that thing entirely. Whoa. Giant library, holy moly. That is an insane amount of books, yeah. This is where you stole in Urianger go, and then they come back with some lore plot driven discovery. Need money under there. I remember you table sit. Yeah, I remember you showing that in the server. Your legs go through too, which is the craziest part. All the books are better at reading them, but to reread pages 5 times. Money? I see no money under here. I just press Z to get on the ground. I can just shoot. Okay. Under the table. Under the table. Whoa, what the heck? That's a thing? Taru. The money shrine. That's awesome. And there's a vault over there. This is really cool. I like this a lot. Unpaid taxes. Now I'm like, is there any more? I'm suspicious of your bookshelves. One more. This opens up to a whole other world. Narnia style. Ooh, I like this purple flower. Oh, you can get in there? I like it. It's pretty good. All right. Oh, the chalkboard. Okay, that's really cool. I might get the chalkboard for my own thing. Berbitrine Lakeland. Ah, yeah. Okay. I was about to say, that reminds me of the plants from the first. I like that chalkboard, though. I might get that chalkboard for myself. Alright, I finished my food. It's time to continue the MSQ. Four-meal table? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Where is... Ugh. Oh, I forgot to swap. You're right. Oh no. What have I done? I go home. Taxing myself 1,000 gil. There's another world server. Take me home, Spriggan Road. Now take me to Old Charlotte. You're happy that I like it? It's pretty good. Better than mine. Not my FC house, my regular house. The FC house I have not been in long enough to, or I haven't been there in so long, I don't remember it well enough to compare. Remember there's an upstairs hot tub. Thought we had to stream there once. I made it myself. Oh, it's basic, but I made it myself. I remember you saying, like, why is everything bigger in the, like, demonstration than, the whatchamacallit? and in game. Are they in game is bigger than the demonstration? I forget which way you said. I dare say Master Fortunault was a nonplus as we to learn the identity of Highlands Lunar custodians. As he will soon discover, they have much and more to offer the Forum. Messages to return to the Annex forthwith. We may have yet have time to discuss recent adventures ere we are summoned to the rostra. Wait. You remember Fortunault said that we're going to be given a audience, right? He said that we're going to be talked to again? That they're going to reveal their whole duty to us? Which I thought they already did, right? Like, we know because of Loporrits. Like, surely, right? Like, what more can they tell us? Right? But we can now, or well, I guess I can tell them, unless I'm going to tell everyone else right now, what the Final Days truly is, and that I've gone back and I've learned it. I've learned it. Alright, here we go. All 9 of us. Oh, 10. Make it 10. Not that I can plan here on Jay, but I wasn't expecting to see you quite so soon. Nor I thee. In extolling the virtues of Aetheris, it had inadvertently awakened the Loporrits' desire to avert our beloved star's demise. What? Carl tells us you've attained new knowledge that may aid us in our ongoing efforts. I have news to share regarding our study of the Ethereal Sea, but your findings are certain to be of greater interest, so I'd rather hear them first. What religions did Hydaelyn's Elpis flower lead? Oh my god. I met with the ancients themselves, before they were megalomaniac madmen. They are way better back then. They are not bad guys back then. Despite the gun wound that my cat boyfriend probably has. And this dynamis is what drives the Final Days. If it and Akasa are one and the same, this all but proves Nadana's theory. For an entity, through sheer force of emotion, to channel this vast dormant reservoir into a raging river, its power might even surpass that of Aether. Northstar is so replete with Aether that anyone would need to be outside its influence to effectively manipulate Dynamis in the Great Expanse. Medion. Or rather, the sorrow and suffering of fallen civilizations that she has been hoarding for millennia. Untold anguish and fear and hatred drawn from every corner of the universe, all for a single purpose, the destruction of Aetheris. Their foe was no longer some unknowable calamity. We have but one aim, to defeat Medion. It may sound so simple, but you're not wrong. Vanquish Medion and we deliver the world from the Final Days, but even attempted, there are 2 conditions. First, we must determine her location. Or Medion escape and enchantments placed upon her by Vana, the woman who would become Hydaelyn. The implications of temporal magic are not entirely understood. Not necessarily that our Hydaelyn and the Vana you met in Elpis are one and the same. Nevertheless, due to her intrinsic qualities as an all-powerful being, on which the Hydaelyn possesses the knowledge we seek. Whether she would share the knowledge with us, however, remains to be seen. After all, she intends for us to flee Aetheris, not to stay. You suppose she has abandoned her pursuit of Medion? Vana, I know, would never give up. No, but Medion is still out there. I wanna glaze Vana a little bit. She did do some crazy moves on me. That's my impression too. Otherwise, she wouldn't have used me as a conduit for her will, or provided clues such as the Elpis flower. I believe she has been waiting for mankind's answer to Hermes' question. So, what's the second condition? Hermes finds a means to reach Medion. Naturally, our chosen method will depend entirely upon wheresoever she has made her nest. The commune with Hydaelyn must be by necessity come first. You and Master Montoya have any luck with your investigation into the Ethereal Sea? Sadly not, though we went to have Avar involved and other Echo-blessed allies, we couldn't take so much as a whisper from Hydaelyn, even from within the Anti-Tower. Master Montoya is of the years since abandoning it. The foreman has found some other method of receiving instructions from Hydaelyn. If so, it would be most likely be some form of apparatus for observing the Ethereal Sea built closer to home. Sorry to interrupt, but we just received word from the Forum. Presence is required in the Rostra. They intend to discuss the Great Exodus. Then Father was able to persuade them. They're finally taking us seriously. Let's hear what they have to say. You know, for as much as the bitch Fortunald is, his bitchiness and then changing his mind on us probably makes their decision to hear us out like more persuasive. It's like, damn, if you of all people want to hear them out, they're like, damn, they must have done some crazy shit that you saw. The Crystal Tower of the First is capable of such feats as sending one's soul into the distant past. The events you witnessed and helped shape may yet hold the key to forestalling the final days. I have dear friends in a future I unmade, whose selfless efforts saw the 8th Emerald Calamity averted, this timeline at least. Too much has been sacrificed for us to abandon Aetheris now. Sometimes I forget that he's like had so, like his entire world is destroyed, and then he had an entire lifetime on the First, and now he's having another lifetime here on the Source. Like, he's been through some shit, man. First, I wasn't sure what to make of Hermes and his motives. But it's like we discussed at the Great Work. When faced with the harsh realities of life, some seek the release of death. Others grow defiant. They fight. Either way, it's our right to choose. Let's go. Rostra. Drink water. All right. Old Kitty? What was that in reference to? Oh, Graha. Man, he is like, what, probably 280 years old or something like by now? When he was a Crystal Exarch, he was like nigh immortal, so like who knows how long he was there on the First. Actually, I think he tells us, but I forget. 324? Is that actually true? Is that like a real number? Or... The Forum is in session, and as such, the Rostra is closed to visitors. On the 7th dawn, very well, you may enter the corridor. Of course, you will only be permitted on the condition that you leave your armies at the door. Don't forget, this sacred institution holds rational discourse of the highest. The implements of war are expressly forbidden. Do this. This is combined ages. Gotcha. Look at this. Vista record. Kind of weird not having the horns on. Mess with Banui, you get the horns.
There is a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter.
Okay.
We are here to listen and to learn. But if the Forum's plans are more or less what I expect, then I should like to make a proposal that will serve our ends. By your leave, of course.
Sounds good to me.
I don't see why not. Your words and wits have gotten us this far.
Agreed. I will present our queries so that you may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
Thank you, everyone.
If I may have your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence. The purpose of today's assembly is to brief the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, at their request, on the Great Exodus. You may enter.
Are they gonna capture us? Is this an ambush?
On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glacies. We shall not soon forget your service to us and the people of Radzat Han. The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well. As an expression of our gratitude, we will endeavor to answer your questions as fully and openly as we are able.
Then let us begin. First, it is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon. Am I correct?
You are. It is for this purpose that Sharlayan has labored these many long years. We have collected biological samples and scientific records from across the star. When the time comes, they will be moved from their places in Labyrinthos and Numenon and conveyed to safety. Once that critical task has been accomplished, we will begin transporting the Sharlayan citizenry, which has been categorized into groups. The earliest arrivals are to ensure hospitable environs for those who come after. Following our people, we will send those of other nations in turn, beginning with our allies. Radzat Han was foremost among these. But since the final days have already come to Thavnair, we saw fit to include the refugees with earlier groupings.
Okay, I was like, grouping people this way, it's a tough choice, and there's no way to really not be evil about it, but they're not being too evil about it. They're making, they're breaking their own rules, out of reason.
Plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
As many as we can.
And how, pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
To journey beyond the sky is an unprecedented and immeasurably difficult endeavor. Introducing sources of inevitable conflict would condemn all to certain death.
Like what? Guardians?
Questions as to the validity of that approach aside, are your
What?
plans proceeding apace?
Inevitable.
We're under the impression that your primary means of celestial transportation is incomplete.
If only in that it does not meet our optimal parameters, that is correct. This Ark, as some have taken to calling it, is fully operational and could be launched even today. However, the final days have progressed more quickly than we anticipated. At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel into service, as it is now, we will be unable to travel to the moon and back quickly enough to complete the necessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
Seven hells. Is there anything to be done?
Can we
The
help?
ether burner, the primary means of propulsion once the craft is in the space between stars, is undergoing testing to determine whether it can be made more efficient. Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, We are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
What if the Scions were to solve your problem?
Oh, the Aether Burner.
We shall help devise a means to improve the Ether Burner's efficiency. On 2 conditions.
Posture check. You got me. You got me on that one. I'm so locked in right now, Rye. Also, yeah, no, like, where's Sid? Why don't we just have Sid, like, beat this Aether Burner with a hammer twice and immediately make it like 8 times more efficient just by, you know, him being Sid. Like, that's what he do. That's his thing, man.
If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Hydaelyn.
How do you know about that? We're gonna ask.
'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never have abandoned the Anti-Tower had you no other means of communication.
Concord?
One far more convenient, I suspect.
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your Ark.
Oh, you might be asking too much.
We would be at liberty to refuse this proposal.
Well, if you want the
course.
Aether Burner to not work.
If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
Delightful as always, Master Alphino.
Oh, he loves it, man. Old man loves it. Monty. Oh, Monty.
Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself. Yet, what field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration.
Oh my god, he loves it. He loves it, man.
I, for one, have faith in my erstwhile students to provide it, and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
Order! Order! We have no time to waste on debate. I call a vote. All in favor of agreeing to the Scion's terms?
Come on. Come on. Come on. Your Aether Burner ain't going nowhere, so you might as well let us take it for a joyride. Because you already know we're going to fix it, and you're going to save all that knowledge that you've been accumulating. Come on. We'll bring it back mostly unscathed, probably, maybe. Even he agrees, the evil bastard.
In favor, 28 against. The ayes have it. Fortuneau, as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state. And bear in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
The will of the Forum. I don't like that they say that. I'm still scared they're going to summon a primal.
Very well.
I call this session to a close. Return to your tasks with urgency. The final days wait for none.
The will of the Forum goes hard. I'm just imagining that, like, they summon a primal of the knowledge god of the 12, and the tagline underneath it says the will of the Forum. And I'm gonna be like, oh great, I fucking told you. Whether we pursue the mysteries of the universe, the war I struggle to comprehend the fortuitous nature of time itself. We measure and quantify it based on observations of celestial bodies, such as the sun and moon. From your account, it is unclear whether the ancients viewed time in a similar manner. I mention this because while Banan knew the final days would reoccur at a defined point in the future, he presumably had no way of knowing exactly when. Even so, the completion of the Forum's preparations to escape to the moon, aligning so closely with the advent of the final days, is surely no coincidence. Oh yeah, it's a banger title. Perhaps a Midgard swimmer were still alive, in the traditional sense that is, he could have offered to help the vessel attain the necessary speed. And again, there's no guarantee the contribution would make good enough of a difference to matter. Man, he's always thinking about them damn dragons, man. How about not letting the rest of you in on my plan? I was admittedly thinking on my feet for the most part. But since we require both a means of communicating with Hydaelyn and reaching Medion, for a moment I saw involving ourselves with the completion of the Ark as a way to work towards both objectives simultaneously. However, we must first keep our end of the bargain by solving the problem of the Aether Burner. I don't think it's not a challenge beyond our combined expertise, or at least expertise of our extended circle of associates. It might behoove us to learn how an Aether Burner actually works before we attempt to improve it, though. Just call Sid, bro! He'll be here in like 2 minutes flat. Hello, boy. He'll be here in no time at all. As instructed, I should take you to see the Aether Burner. Meet me outside the Archeon? I trust you can make your own way there. Well, the Ark is being built in Labyrinthos. Really surprising. Where else could they consider such a massive undertaking? I put my stuff back on. I just about Sid hitting it twice with his hammer made me laugh, and I just imagine Sid hitting it and clicking twice and suddenly it's finished, works perfectly. Yeah, it's like the TF2 engineer, like just bang, bang, and it's done. Morago! It's been moon since I last visited Labyrinthos. As vast as the archives were back then, they've only continued to grow in the days since. I don't understand the appeal of reshaping it to look like the world above. Make your peace with what it is, or go outside if that's what you prefer. Stydian has such a boomer quote sometimes. Destination lies in the lower levels. The Forum, in its wisdom, has granted you access to the Archeon's lift. Step inside and have Awfaline take you to the medical circuit. Even Geralt takes 3 bangs. Slaps up his bald head 3 times and he starts working again. But then when tears are parts, he just whacks it. Yeah, he reshapes it to be the correct shape, that with more efficiency in how much materials you need. He literally reshapes what's there into the full, complete thing. He like stretches it like Play-Doh by whacking it. I've sent your associates ahead to Logisticon Alpha, on the other side of Murgle's Agnostics? Wait, what? Agnostics? Oh, what that said. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to... No, never mind. It can wait. Let's attempt to the other at hand. See, he's talking about, you know, his wife and why his wife seems to know, you know, or seems to be enjoying someone else's, you know, what you call it. I miss the quest starting music. No. Yeah, he's trying to talk to me about, like, you know, his wife taking a fancy to me, and unfortunately, we just don't got time for that because the final days. As funny as it would be. Wait, Aether Compass? The southwest? Gotta be a way up. Round, okay, I see it. Wife taking a fancy to me, though? What was the meme that happened the other day where Kaya said what I didn't want to say, where it was, I think it was me and Fortunal, and they said the dad versus the dad who stepped up. Oh man, that killed me so much in real time. Holy shit. God damn. Careful, Forchi, there's plenty of words of light out there who would steal your wife. Oh man, it's true. Well, I know you're here somewhere. Wait, 1,000 to the southwest. Did that change? I swear it said like 100 a minute ago. Oh, no, it's 1,000. Okay. Can I go in there? I'm sure a quest will take me in there. Yippee! She has custom deliveries? That's awesome. Damn, it's still in the southwest. It's got to be like in that little down there. I'm going to assume that this will take me. This quest will take me into there. But let's see. Labyrinthos? Oh, we have like none. Okay, yeah. I'll wait. I'll wait. How do they not have a Porago mount? I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Oh, now I'm pissed off. Get them banned. I don't take no disrespect. As we close to the Central Circuit, which is where Charlene's greatest secrets are held, if the Tomes of Peruse told the whole story. Our journey here was filled... Oh, that's right, Jay. Whoops, don't care about you, sorry. The fields we passed along the way brought back memories of Ferndale. Fortunately, we were never blessed with such abundant crops. We're gonna wait here while our father arranges for us in the next lift, or to use the next lift. Here being Logisticon Alpha, where the atmospheric conditions of Labyrinthos are regulated. Sad arena noises. Water is drawn from underground and disperses vapor, stimulating the formation of artificial clouds and rain. By manipulating the temperatures and air circulation, they're able to create the ideal environment for the growth and preservation of all the biological samples kept here. Hold on, how do you know so much about it? Why, Father brought me here as a child. What? And left me behind? Actually, you're the one who left me behind when you went off somewhere with Grandfather. The night before, I'd been asking Father how clouds are made, so he decided to show me. Fascinating. I peppered him with questions the entire time. It's all too easy to take for granted the many interweaving aspects of the natural world, and grow it inured to the wondrous. But having gained understanding of the complex mechanisms employed by the Loporus and recreating a similar environment, I've come to view such processes in a new light. The subterranean gardens of Labyrinthos, the lunar prison forged to contain the ancient Zodiarch, the habitations built for all mankind neath the moon's surface, each unique yet undeniably similar. Oh, hang on, is it this one? There you go. And drink water. Stream dead? Uh-oh, did the stream die? Water's been drank. No, we're good. This is 43 minutes. It's no mere coincidence. It was all Hydaelyn's work. Ah. Ever since Hydaelyn unfolded to us the grim fate that awaits Aetheris, every essential resource we could spare has been delivered to Labyrinthos in preparation for the Great Exodus. But that's not all. It is also a testing ground for the technologies that allow us to settle on distant stars. Though the Loporus have endeavored to make the moon inhabitable, that is not our final destination. Is this supposed to be an E? Is this supposed to be inhabitable? Maybe I'm wrong. Inhabitable means you couldn't live there. Mankind must learn to propagate life where there is none, thrive where all is barren. Don't Johann Frog, Twitch doesn't like it? What? Hang on, let me check something. You'll love the tinfoil hat noise. I'm glad. I picked it up specifically. Alright, internet's looking good. Yeah, it is even dips in the bit rate. Upload speed's also good. I don't know. Everything's good on my end. I'm gonna check one more thing. Yep, my highest running thing is my GPU at 60%, so yeah, we're fine. Oh no. Alas, time is not on our side. I've arranged for you all to enter the Central Circuit. It is there most of our preparations for the Great Exodus are carried out. Destruction of the Ark among them. Though our plans have been made public, access remains highly restricted. You, however, will not be subject to said restrictions. You have free reign to come and go as you please. Such was the will of the Forum, after all. Bat chest, will of the Forum, bat chest. We will prove ourselves worthy of their trust. Your trust. I don't trust you, you little shit. Let us proceed. Esta. By decree of the Forum, the Sons of the Seventh Dawn are permitted to enter the Central Circuit. The sooner we can look at the Aether Burner of theirs, the sooner we can start working out how to improve it. You're Orion J again. How did I keep doing that? I have no idea what makes Alphinaud so confident we can solve this problem of theirs. Well, it's optimism, I presume. An unwelcome trait in youth, but less so in a gambler. Aye, they let us resolve never to let him set foot in the gold saucer. Oh. What does that have to do with anything, Astidian? What does that have to do with literally anything? Don't let Alphinaud in the gold saucer. He's too optimistic. Buddy, he would be counting cards and like winning at Triple Triad or some shit. I don't know. He would be like doing the mathematical equation on how to do it exactly right. Alphinaud would clean the house out. Aether Burner is being constructed not far from here. Oversee the work is Kokol Denko. Oh my god. Kokol Denko Dankel. Kokol Dankel. What a name. After whom the forge is named. Once the necessary introductions have been made, I should leave you with him. Discuss particulars. This way. We have an army right now. Oh my god, there's so much. 456 to the southwest. Wait a minute. That's a Lalafell name? Oh, you already know. 300 to the southwest. This one I'll go pick up. What, 340? Is it more or less? I'm going southeast! I'm an idiot! Are we just quite not gonna make it? Aw, I'm going past. It's like less than 200. I'm sure it's 120 to the west, okay. 85 to the west. There you are. Up there. There. I hate this fish. 400 to the west. Oh my goodness, we're gonna pick them all up. All these are blue quests in here, though. He hasn't even realized that we're here. Perhaps he has realized, but just doesn't care. I was expecting the Sky Steel Manufactory, but I instead find the village smithy. Kokol Dankel.
I could swap them out. No, been there, done that. Damn near lost me eyebrows.
What a
think,
voice.
Kokol, think! We'd be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think!
Yes, That does sound rather lovely.
I mean, masterful, you know, what a pleasant surprise. We're not blasting off already, are we?
The schedule remains unchanged, for better or
I love this guy. Pokemon in Hawkeye.
which is why the
Yeah,
Forum
he's
has elected to
cool.
accept assistance in resolving the Etherburner conundrum.
Not seen you lot down here before.
There are Archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the Forum concedes the slim possibility that they may have insights to offer. If not, you are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the Etherburner.
Aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with a change of pace. As the name ought to tell you, the ether burner burns ether, ambient or otherwise, and transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding. Even
But in
out
one
in that
direction.
black void where the ether's right sparse, it's strong enough to move our arc. And it probably won't kill you like an actual bomb. But it ain't perfect. According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the Forum's liking, the conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient. A measly 6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
Hast thou consulted with the Loperids?
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive. It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly! Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology! You trying to drive me mad?
Do you speak of Allagan refined adamantite, perchance?
You know of it?
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid. 'Twas an alloy of Allagan make, but the secrets of its production were closely guarded. As I recall, the record stated it was vital to Dalamud's construction and launch.
Oh.
Oi, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some ins like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through. Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though.
Oh.
We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether.
Funnily
and
enough,
just
he's
a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came
beyond
hurtling
living
into the Northern Empty during the calamity. Well, that extra 6% efficiency will be child's play. It's a crying shame that we've no other sources.
Well, funnily enough, you're talking to an Allagan, so.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice.
Oh wait, he's a closely guarded, as in he doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. What do you mean he doesn't know? It's Allagan made.
Oh, we tried.
He has the
believe you
fucking
me.
blood.
But only a few specialized
the
pieces
brains.
would have had any in him to begin with. Drive calls from Ragnarok class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need. According to the Gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defenses are still very operational and
Is
very
this level
eager
fucking-
to blow them up.
Is this the level fucking 89 last quest?
It's rough going.
Or not
in
last
there,
quest, but
even
which
for the
quest?
cream. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
Weren't we near that part of the Ragnarok when we went to destroy Bahamut?
A Coil's a Bahamut reference in this economy? When we go and fetch the Watsits?
That may be for the best, though you doubtless find the task too dull for your liking.
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most efficient option. Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously... Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours.
Oh, what's about to fucking happen here? I got a fusion earring thing.
What's all this? Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us Heavensward.
Heavensward reference in this economy? Wait. Are they going to say something about Stormblood now?
This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
We're talking about the final day's weather condition. This would be like Stormblood.
Understood. I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
The blow fortune ults mine.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-Sword expedition myself.
Oh my god, the contingent.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct or collect.
This is
the
not
passing amounts of
Thancred.
ether.
So true.
Any extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists or enthusiasts.
He's so whimsical.
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all.
Wow,
Are
Serena.
there other ways we may offer aid?
Stormblood reference. Wait, it's
Make sure
here.
to lessen
I'm
any
playing.
scar
I'm
our
playing. I
soul.
can't count that. I
But
can't
our
count that.
stake in this cause is no less for it.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad. Any road, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics. Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn primal. Combine a source like that with the ether burner, and 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
I love this guy,
I
man.
gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship. I am glad for the work, in truth. Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? There's plunder for the taking. And I'm a born plunderer. I'll be an old Charlie before you know it. Start mixing the grog.
I'm certain that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Just like that.
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way. Now let us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
Clicked a whole bunch, but it didn't go through. Why does so many of the Scions have white hair, bro? I guess Arion Jace is gray, but like... What? Hello? Ample appreciation. Okay, you can have 2 Archon loaves. Where'd he go? Wow. Oh. That's awesome. Wait, hang on. That's pretty good. See, what you do is... Of course, right? Time and time again, it seems Allagan something or other are either the cause or solution to our problems. The self-same materials that once launched Dalamun will now be helped use to carry mankind to the moon. The poetry in that. Considering how much of a fuss he made at the time, I don't see why he takes every opportunity to bring it up. Just firewood. Astidian, you have no idea how many other times Alphino has gotten firewood, okay? Telling these we've been around how famous, or infamous, Alphino has become. I'd have thought he could achieve so much with a single Link Pro conversation. As we're expecting rather a lot of visitors in the near future, I'd best return to the surface and inform the relevant parties. I also have a contact of my own that might be worth a try. We're summoning, and Fortune Face just walks away. He can't, what's the word? He can't accept that his precious little boy isn't a precious little boy anymore, that he's like, he's doing man things, you know? Does that make sense? He's like, you know, he's like, oh God, he's grown up and he's doing things his own way and not my way, but also like, fuck, dude. Yeah, like, well, it's more so the connections prove to him that like how he like his image in his head of his son is not based in reality, right? Oh, and who might that be? Uh-oh. That's one for me to know and for you to find out. Now on that note, I leave matters here in your capable hands. Best of luck. That mischievous Lalafell. I'm sure you don't actually hate him at this point. He's way too relatable. I still think he should get punched for being, you know. So, the other day, Hawkeye, I brought this up earlier, but Kaya made a joke. It was me and Fortunalt on the screen, and it says the dad versus the dad who stepped up because, you know, you meet with Alphino's mom and stuff, and she's like taking a fancy to you. Always on the network, it makes this free time on LinkedIn. So true.
Our course of action is clear. We must harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics of Allagan make. Summon the best and brightest of our immortal flames and form an expeditionary party at once. Call upon the Sultan Sworn and Brass Blades for support as you must.
Jeez Louise. Okay, one moment. I'm going to take a restroom break. I will be back in a little bit. Have a snack or something. Alright, we're back. You're all doing well. Now then.
Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require the expertise of master artisans if we are to have any hope of identifying and recovering these elusive materials. Viergeist, we have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I can count on your support.
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberk will personally see it done.
Damn.
Pippin, I would have you lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Tizona's blade clear the way. Lord Lolorito, I pray you take charge of the search for Allagan relics. Surely you know of some being traded on open or clandestine markets, or sleeping in collectors' vaults. Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the kindness of your heart. By all means, profit on the transactions. I wish you the joy of it. The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Uldar's best efforts may be for naught. And yet, when we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm...
A Realm Reborn
did you not
reference!
learn one simple truth. That which seems all but impossible to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand together. It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call upon us now. Uldar will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future.
Let's go, Nanamo!
You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, bid you good luck and Godspeed.
You know how Lolorito was the only one that doesn't salute there because he's only in it for the money? Fucking bitch. Meanwhile, the Black Shroud. Oh, are we getting like all 3 speeches? At least he's honest in that regard.
We fielded a goodly number, but our ranks are heavy with healers, and an abundance of restorative magics will be of little help in destroying Dalamud's defenses. Still, it has ever been thus with Gridania.
We going to Ishgard?
We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
Oh, shit!
In that case, might I suggest taking us along?
When the DPS and the healer want to go in with no tank.
Commander Hext, what are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk. So we said to ourselves, why not lend our neighbors a hand? We thought you might be short on people with a talent for breaking things.
That you are.
While it pains me to admit it, you are right. Our deficiency so plain to see.
No deficiency.
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the Scions assigned to the Shroud. I know this forest well. I know your people. And I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
Makes me kind of feel bad that she hates this dress. Like, you mean to tell me she couldn't find a better dress in the whole time she's been
Then I will
leader?
impose upon you with a clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
Drink water? Okay.
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you, Papalymo.
Man, this makes me hate Y'shtola. I forgot that Lise even has a loss. Literally, Y'shtola's the only one that doesn't have loss, and she wanted to talk shit to fuck. Oh man. Are we skipping Limsa? What do you mean? We're going straight to Ishgard? How could they forget about Limsa? What the hell? Is this the Heavensward music? A Manolin!
There you are. We've no time to waste, brother. Everyone has already...
Limsa too drunk? Oh.
That was a roar. A dragon's roar.
Oh, I forgot about this fucking guy.
And so, in summation, the Eastern Alliance, as well as the Honorable Lord Lolorito himself, reached out to me for assistance in procuring these treasures of the divine, and I, in turn, do beseech the Confederacy for aid.
Choban!
Is that...
Hancock?
What a
What a surprise this is. And a fortuitous one at that. I have a favor to ask, you see.
What? What? What does that have to do with anything? Huh? Huh? Okay, yeah, you already said that. No job too small. All our friends are searching for refined adamantite and sacred relics. We only know if they meet your requirements once they have arrived. In the meantime, is there what else we might do to be of service? You've already done more than enough. I had to say though, I could use someone who knows a thing or two about elegant technology. Well, you there. The lad with the red eyes and matching hair. You should know more than the average scholar. That is fucking Mr. Allegan himself. John Allegan. Allegantia. If only Master Kokol knew how right he was. Well, he and G'raha established a rapport. Why don't we help with the preparations of the Great Exodus? It doesn't mean going above and beyond the terms of our arrangement, but I propose this not to curry favor. Wait. He say to curry favor? Not to curry favor. He did say not to curry favor, okay. Confident as I am that we will succeed, and we must be ready for every eventuality. This would also be an opportunity to familiarize ourselves with the logistics of traversing the great expanse. And if nothing else, it means twiddling our thumbs while we wait for adamantite. Wait, we don't like Hancock? Of course we don't like Hancock! We don't like Lolorito either! They both should be dead! They both should have been dead a long time ago. Well, ain't you a bunch of helpful buggers? If you have a mind to lend a hand, I know where you ought to go. Charlie and Hamlet is lousy with research into scholarly tops, busying themselves preparing for the Exodus. Pah, that lot need all the help they could get. Yeah, no, Hancock deserves to be fucking strung up by his toes and gutted like a fish. Well then, off we go. And the little Rito deserves worse. Wait, are we not going down? Oh, we're not. Yeah. How do we get there? Ah, here it is. Justicon Alpha. Alright, I check something. I don't mind a bit of heavy lifting, but a lot of paperwork. So much as wave a sheaf of documents at me, and I'll put my lance through it. This is just Mio. This is just Mio right now. Like this is literally like if you just scratch out this name and put Mio there, I feel like this is like the same dialogue. This is a fishing spot. Going off the edge here. Had issues with that one. What I can tell, a lot of the people actually live down here. I don't know how much help we can offer, but I dare say they'll benefit from some of that fresh inspiration Scholar Monty was mentioned. As I'm asking around, I don't believe they're getting in anyone's way. Exactly. Except Alpha, no, he probably does. Who does like paperwork, though? Let's meet by the 8th round once our work is done. Right, everyone spread out and search for people to help. Blue Quest! Oh my god. Wait. Recommendations. Only one! Next vet. Excuse me, sir. I couldn't help but notice that you've a way about you that who screams have an affinity for creatures of the wild. I'm never wrong about such things. Why trouble you? You see, amongst the troops of trolls living in the outer circuit, I came upon one who was sick beyond measure. With the poor creature in it once I saw him healed, of course. So when I attempted to return to his rightful home, he flew into a panic, as if he could not bear the thought of going back. To make matters worse, the troll saw fit to escape into a den of animals. I would go after him, but I'm so fumble-footed, I'll scare him off like it's not, and be torn limb from limb for my pains by the fiend. I turn to you. Would you think of this troll of which I spoke? Provide you with favorite food, and with it, you should be able to call the piteous thing. Hopefully that'll be enough to see his senses restored and for him to come hurrying back. I should think of it. If any of those fell seek to impede you or pester the troll, make those beasts regret their interference. Oh, don't worry, you'll be rewarded for your efforts. Okay. First, let me frogify this aetheryte. Okay. Wow, that's really far away. What? There we go. Poor Rogo. Maybe I should have asked Poi for a lift. Oh hey, things from Stormblood. So these are the Anala, huh? Oh. Arcane Circle. Plentiful harvest. There you go. Oh. Wait to the party. I won't teleport back. Sorry to some of you here that do that, but it's faster for both of us. I can even take you back here. Oh, it's back. Look, he's returned. I think you enough. I may not look it, but trolls are really quite intelligent. Indeed, they have an intrinsic part of the woodlands and labyrinthos. Keep it healthy and thriving. We have a responsibility to put down the more violent and unruly ones. Trolls, such as this one, are kind, docile thing. I and our friend here has a real chance of becoming leader of his tribe, perhaps even guardian of the forest someday. It is we who saw these creatures removed from their natural habitats and relocated them to the labyrinthos. Thus we have a responsibility to watch over them and ensure they are well. It would be too cruel to dispose of one simply because they're under the weather. Ah yes, your reward. Here, as promised. Now then, it's high time I saw this fellow return to the outer circuit. Farewell, adventurer. Some of this stuff is right around the corner. Here we go. Oh, hello. Are you one of the new helpers? Working on the Aether Burner? Oh dear, here things have come to a standstill that front. And so, I choose it over my current duties, checking and loading samples day in and out. Tiring, thankless work. Still, no one will be cross over this place if you legumes or what have you. Everyone's got enough on their plate as it is, so I'll deciding who gets to board the Ark and win. A lot of powerful people have opinions about that. There goes out to Master Fortune, all and others. Probably get a moment's rest, I expect. Do they even have time to sleep? I love her name, by the way. Her name is very, what's the word? Vivid, I would say. Helping with the Ark, even with all the power Master Kokos managed to squeeze out of the Aether Burner, still not enough, apparently. And now I hear the final days have arrived. Horrible creatures running rampant all over. If only we'd begun the exodus sooner. People are dying, and there'll be no end to it if we don't fulfill our duties. But we will. We've been years preparing for this moment. Believe in the plan, and all will be well. Whoa, that's a crazy looking one. Offering to help? That's very kind, but I should be able to organize the rest of the documents by myself. Mostly lists of things we'll need once we arrive on the moon, and whichever star we choose as our new home. Our duties largely concern the maintenance of living conditions, so I'll be a lot busier after we depart. And our lunar collaborators have come down to assist in our efforts. I look forward to finally meeting them in person after having communicated with them in limited capacity thus far. Perfectly honest, I don't even the slightest idea what they look like. I hope they're not enormous, looming giants. I'd much rather prefer something small and fluffy, like that of a behatted rabbit that ran by. Alright, gotta go. Little do they know that that rabbit was actually indeed. Wait, the behatted rabbit? Wait a minute, that's what I'm looking for? Oh my god! Loporits! Fancy meeting you here, Meme. Our friends in the forum brought us to see their teeny tiny toy boat, which is quite impressive considering they didn't use any creation magics. What we're really interested in is the Earth itself, but we've now found ourselves in a funny sort of underground miniaturized version of it. We were hoping the forum would give us a guided tour, but it appears they're rather preoccupied. Honestly, all the time to prepare, they're still not ready. Suppose we'll just have to show ourselves around, or at least see what we were planning to do until we chanced upon Arion J and your good self. Since you're both dawdling about and engaging in idle chit-chat, perhaps you could show us a few points of interest. Won't that be fun? Oh boy. Where's Pudding away? Did he die? Or lack of pudding? To our labyrinthos? Makes my idea a prudent suggestion. Given the similarities betwixt this artificial environment and the best way burrowed, it would be in our best interest to have the Loporits acquaint themselves with those conditions deemed optimal by their Charlene collaborators. I fear, however, that continued reliance upon my limited knowledge would be risk narrowing rather than broadening their perspective. Mayhap thou art best suited to lead this venture. What a marvelous idea! Are we beginning with that great big what's-it over there? Ah yes, the what's-it. I shall leave its explanation to Meme. I mean, I'll call it what's-it too, don't ask me. Goodness me, build something so large like creation magics. It's positively stupendous. How did you get direct our attention to its most important features? This thing? It's doing the thing! Singing away is singing! But you can't hear it unless you get real close. Oh! He's practicing! That's crazy! That's so cool. I wonder if he does that if you don't do that mission. I'm assuming not. That's really cool. Search the apparatus for points of potential interest. You may... Oh, I have to shoot it? Okay. Metallic tube. Look how metallic and tubular it is. Is that water I hear from inside that great big tube? That's because of the cogs in that gigantic wheel at the top. Look carefully for critter, which is pink. Oh, I see. That's how they drop the water. It's probably some sort of spiral-shaped mechanism inside, too. A pink critter? There's nothing pink on my entire screen. Where would it be? Oh. Look at that! What? Ambystoma? It would appear the concept used in another time, another place was approved for life in the wider world somehow. What? It's the adventurous one. Wait. I won't say hi Hithlo, but dude, no way. That's crazy. It's a little hard to see from here, but is that a golden pipe connected to the top of those tanks? And I can see through that window another pipe at the bottom. Now this must be for purifying water drawn up from below. Mushroom-like thing? It looks like the trees in Greatest Innsvale. Hold on, that's a bit of a strange shape. It's thin at the bottom but big and round at the top. Our top is something so unbalanced too. Now it makes sense. That's where they store the water. Okay. Water purification. Easily went over. Alright. However, hazard a gas, water drawn from underground, presumably with some other mechanism, is purified here and stored in that tower before being distributed elsewhere. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it. Designed brilliant in its simplicity. I dare say it would take only a moment to install even in the harshest of environments. Or sloppers, that is. Indeed, securing a reliable source of water is of the utmost importance for any fledgling settlement. We have read, however, that people of Aethera sometimes make their homes in arid deserts and such. How are they able to survive? They're built near an oasis. Wherever you choose to live, you're never far from water. Oh dear, I worry we won't be able to procure the necessary amount. We provide enough water to keep them from drying out completely, but it would appear they rely on it far more than we anticipated. A few adjustments may be in order once we've calculated the average rate of consumption per individual. It may also be worth learning more about how exactly they obtained their water in the first place. Master Alphinaud spoke of the machinery responsible for that feat during our journey through Logisticon Alpha, did he not? I hope the Loporrits will share his appreciation for the engineering marvel. Oh yes, that sounds absolutely splendid! We must journey beyond the sanctuary of Sharlayan Hamlet. I shall lead the way. You mean you'll have to brave the untamed wilderness? Well, a concern indeed. I cannot help but notice the many dangerous-looking creatures with big nasty teeth lurking beyond the safe confines of the settlement. We were escorted here by burly custodians. I dread to think what would become of us. Granted, with too many a hungry predator with the aforementioned big nasty teeth, lovers may appear to be a potential and rather appetizing source of sustenance. I impose upon thee to assist in securing a safe passage to Logisticon Alpha. For my part, I shall act as an escort for Living Way and Cooking Way. I trust Singing Way and Growing Way to thy care. Sure. Fine. More valiant protector they could not wish for. Godspeed. It's all the same to you. I'd rather not be eaten by some horrid beastie. Come along, growing way. To the water extraction, what's it? Oh, hang on. There you go. So. Plentiful harvest. Thank you so much. I really hope the water extraction what's it is worth these harrowing experiences. I'll probably some fun, some might say. I'd rather not be burnt to a crisp if it's all the same to you. Poor Puddingway died, man. You'll host. My friends, I bid you welcome to Logisticon Alpha, a destination that the life that lifts top. Pray, follow me. Up we go. Marvelous. Simply marvelous. This is where the magic, or science rather, takes place. The perfect environment to sustain life, artificially created. The knowledge we'll gain here will be essential when we start looking for new stars for your kind to inhabit. Apparently most of them don't even have air for you to breathe. You're all very lucky that Aetheris still happens to provide everything you need to thrive. Or mankind turn out the way they are because of the available resources, I wonder. Either way, it's nothing short of miraculous. I cannot wait to see more of it. This is all very wonderful, I'm sure, but I was rather hoping to learn more about your nourishment provisions facilities. In other words, where's the food? I believe both the knowledge and consumables you seek may be found in Barrel Ergonomics. I imagine seeing away the others intend to study every conceivable facet of the apparatus. Was that be some kind of escort or visiting culinarian? Yes, this sounds much more interesting. Hopefully I'll be able to see firsthand some of the delicacies Arion was telling me about. Even his incredibly vivid, if not a bit too verbose, descriptions cannot compare to sampling them myself, but I mentioned Aetheris will soon be no more, so I want to start all I can while I still can. Let's brook no further delay. Where are you going? Well, while you're doing that, let me check something. Balance the best, okay. Cooking way here. This is the place, yes? The heady aroma was enough to guide me here, and I spotted several of the fruit and vegetables featured in our compendium. Ideally, I'd love to try some, but I read that those who can help themselves to farmers' crop without permission are often caught and put into pies. Perhaps you could ask whoever's in charge they'd be willing to part with a few samples. Oh my gosh. Escorting duty? What a fine mess this is. Ah, it's you, the one who climbed down the mine shaft. I'd show you around if I could, but I'm rushed on my feet preparing for the exodus. I'm not the only one. We've all got to find ways to do what we do down here, up there first, on the moon, then on whichever star the Forum decides will become our new home. It's all so sudden, so unreal. Don't you want to go to the moon? Well, it's better than waiting for the final days to claim us. No matter how carefully it's all planned, we'll never be able to take every variety of flora and fauna with us. Even the ones we can take may not survive in their new environment. Any species doomed to extinction. Sorry, that's not what we came to talk about, is it? Not quite so dire, I assure you. We really wish to sample a little of your produce if we may. By all means, help yourself. Much appreciated, my good fellow. So, where to begin? Oh boy. There? Oh, there. Oh, I know what these are. Grapes, right? Let's see if they're as delicious as they look. So sweet, so sour. Tastes as much like a ripe philosopher's carrot. And yeah, the texture is entirely different. The contrast between out of skin and the fruit within is most peculiar, far from unpleasant. Yes, I think I'll try another. Well, that's certainly given me food for thought, though in far less visceral manner than any philosopher's carrot. But tell me, what is your opinion of grapes? Meh. Meh? Question of indifference, I assume. In all fairness, our compendium did know that they are valued more as an ingredient for spirituous beverages rather than as a fruit for regular consumption. Anyway, that's enough about grapes for the time being. On to the next treat. Orange by name, orange by nature. What came first, the fruit or the color? Who cares? Let's eat. Yes, that's equal parts sweet and sour, as with the grapes, yet nothing alike. My mother gets all around Jim by expanding my vocabulary. I'm gonna find the words to describe it. What I'm looking for is bitter. That's all very complicated, you know. So many flavors, so many choices, and each individual with their own personal preferences. Now I see why you all turning up your nose at the idea of eating nothing but carrots. Normal so they are still in my estimation, let no one say I said otherwise. But speaking of carrots, we get to simply eat the vegetables. Let's see what's in the field over there. Love that field. What? Huh? Color, the texture. Like some of enormous round carrots? No? In any case, probably the nomenclature is less of a concern than the taste. Blah! It's so hard and flavorless. I was be chewing on a piece of wood. Alba confirms it. These are nothing more than misbegotten failures masquerading as goodly carrots. Stop, stop, stop. Can't you see these are pumpkins? And no one with any sense will try eating them raw. You're supposed to cook them first. Do you not find it an awful bother? Far from it. Cooking is a joy unto itself. What's more, it broadens the range of ingredients that we may safely eat. Above all else, cooking allows us to draw out the full potential of our produce. Pumpkin stew has been one of my favorite dishes for as long as I can remember. Perhaps even these hard blocks of plant matter can become delicious as the orange I sampled. I wonder, though, if there's anything even more delicious. How about that yellow fruit over yonder? This is a banana. What a wondrous fragrance. With luck, it'll have a flavor to match. As I've no idea these are eaten, I'll just bite into it. Ugh! My tongue, is this poison? Oh, it's a lemon! A lemon? You mean it's supposed to taste like this? How something so similar to an orange would be so revolting? Blah! It may be some time before my palate recovers from this ordeal. I said I'd best recall an end to this round of sampling. Let's say our farewells and then turn to the others. Finished, have you? Just found something to your liking? I'm rather enamored with the grapes and oranges. Less about the pumpkin, though I learned the hard way they're about to be eaten raw. There was the lemon, the deceiver. I still feel so violated. First time, was it? I hate for you to leave with a bad taste in your mouth, in more ways than one. So I'll give you this lemon muffin I baked. Doesn't change your opinion, nothing will. More lemon? Have I not suffered enough? Nevertheless, it'd be remiss of me to spare this opportunity to... Ooh, give a big stick there. Learn more of your inscrutable ways. Very well. Lemon muffin, do your worst. Oh, shit. We're gonna go up there and he's gonna have a muffin of every type. This is delicious. Although it's a detected hint of lemon, it complements the sweetness of the dough to create a perfect harmony. I never would have guessed its vile bitterness could be utilized so elegantly. My good child, this is simply breathtaking. See, we really use lemon in its natural state, but it has a starring role in all sorts of recipes. Same is true for many other ingredients. It comes down to making the most of the resources at our disposal. Sometimes that can even be the difference between life and death. I know we won't be able to take every species with us. Let the forum agonize over what was worth preserving, while we consigned to history. Hard choices, but to make, but still, we must make them if we're to survive. The strength of will. Now I know what Highland sees in your kind. Mankind, the Loporrits, were both born from the accumulated knowledge of the ancients. They learned all there is to learn about the nature of sentient life and the fate of the stars themselves. When civilization has fulfilled its basic requirements for survival, it will inevitably seek to eliminate all forms of negativity and achieve perfection. And therein lies its folly and its downfall. For perfection is an unattainable ideal. It's a paradox of the immaculate carrot. And civilizations since time immemorial have deemed the pursuit of perfection as progress, pay no heed to the costs incurred in their futile quests, and all too often become the architects of their own demise, their dreams forever unfulfilled. What is the alternative? The answer lies in knowing that our existence can never be perfect, to be content with what we have and make the most of it. When life gives you lemons, make lemon muffins. Pardon my Eorzea, but what the seven hells are you on about? Who are you anyway? Cooking Way, at your service. I'm here to help prepare for the trip to the moon. Once you get there, you'll be able to try my carrots. I've been growing all different kinds. Don't worry, there'll be room for your crops too. We'll work together to preserve as many of Aetherius' species as possible, if you're up to the challenge. Yes, of course. I look forward to it. Well, this has all been highly productive, probably. Let's go and see if Ray and the others have had around machinery to inspect, shall we? Wait. Thousands of west. Maybe it's in the center part? That was most enlightening, especially the part with the lemon muffin. Actually, I was wondering, do you know what other places that are famed for their cuisine? This Culinarians Guild. We had time to visit. The more I learn of Aetherius, the more I wish we could spare from the final days. The last Highlands orders are to flee, not to resist. Oh, there's some other way. They're building this up like we're actually going to be able to stop it. Meme. I trust thy Tywit Merrill's Argonomics did bear fruit. Our own efforts, too, were rewarded. We now possess an embarrassment of educational riches. No doubt our guests' relentless pursuit of knowledge could occupy them and us for a fortnight. The last time was of the essence. Let's return to Charlie and Hamlet forthwith. I shall gladly attend to each and every Lockport there. Should further questions within my power to answer arise. Oh my god, I can't stop yawning. There's so much dialogue. Reading makes me sleepy. Oh, I'm level 90 now. Aww. Aw, sad. Sad growing way. I was just trying for blue quests. Yes. Oh, okay. Things are wrapping up. Yes, me. Those indeed me verbalizing a sigh to express my emotional state. You want to know why? I saw the reconstructed environmental data for a theorist at Logisticon Alpha, that's why. A forest so lovely and so leafy. Are all your forests like that? One was purple. Gasp! Gasp, I say! The star's so wonderful, it comes as no surprise that you're reluctant to leave it behind. I was a fool to think otherwise, to assume that the moon was something worth being proud of. How ridiculous we must seem to you, trying so hard yet achieving so little. Not at all. My works are no less worthy for their uniqueness. I thought I heard tiny voices. Thancred! This is Thancred.